Hello, Charlene here. Today I'm sharing with you all the struggles, challenges, and mistakes that I made over the last 4 years when I was trying to find clients online. And I'm going to share with you everything that I did and the secret that I wish I knew at the start so that you don't have to make those same mistakes. So let's get started. Hello, I am Charlene Tessier, and I'm helping you to stop chasing those clients on LinkedIn and have them reach out to you. And if you're a business coach who are looking to get leads on LinkedIn, I am here to help you. And if you stay right to the very end, I am going to show you. Sorry, I'm going to be giving away my newest gift, which is a LinkedIn client attraction headline worksheet. And you're going to see how this gift is actually going to help you because it is part of the secret. Can't tell you right yet, but it's going to help you implement what I'm going to be talking about in today's video. Now, I'm going to share a little bit about my story. It's been a while since I've shared that, so I really want to share how I got started and especially essentially the journey I went on and the struggles that I faced and how I overcame them and what changed for me. Let's get started with that. Well, I started out actually in Vancouver, Canada. It's on the West Coast. And I started out in 2013. I actually had a hyper local bookkeeping and tax business, which I still actually run. And I did all my marketing at that time via Meetup. Maybe you remember Meetup. That was like a website where you went and then you would find different meets that you could go and do networking, meet people, and talk to other people. And so that's what I used. I loved Meetup. And that's how my business ran. And it ran really well for that time because I was out there really putting myself out there and marketing. And of course, life comes along, things change. And in 2016, my daughter was born. And we also decided, my husband and I, to relocate to Germany because my husband is German and he wanted to have his family to get to know my daughter more and to be able to spend time with his family there. So we relocated to Germany for several years, actually. And I thought, I still wanted to move my business online because it's going to be difficult for me, obviously, to do this. I can't do meetups anymore. So I had to move it online. And didn't know that starting an online business would be so difficult, to be honest. So I thought, hey, I'm going to do this, start this online business with an infant toddler in tow and in a country that I didn't speak the language and my client base was based over the ocean in another place. And to be honest, I don't recommend anybody ever doing that. That it was the hardest thing I ever did. But what it also did is it sort of really plunged me into having to get it to work online. There was just no other way for me to do it. And so, of course, I thought, you know what? The only way I could be online is I'm going to be on LinkedIn. I'm going to be there. I'm going to find my clients there. And that's how I'm going to do it. And I started in this is in 2017 with a cold list of about 50 people. And my intent was to grow this list and to get clients, of course, right? And I spent a lot of money and time on online courses and training, online marketing. And I just spent all this time trying to figure it out. And for over 2 years, I really, really struggled. And the question I asked myself was, I'm sorry, it's blocked at the top there, but it says, why can't I find clients online? That was my main questions. Like, why is this so difficult? How come I'm spending all my time on LinkedIn groups, all my time chasing clients through direct messages, spending all my time posting, commenting, engaging, and yet I had almost nothing to yield for it. And at the end of 2 years, I ended up with the same list of 50 people. I didn't grow it at all. I had no new clients and I had no new leads. So at this point, I was pretty disappointed and really, really sad that I had wasted all this time and energy. And by then, COVID had just hit. And for me, this was really, really scary. I was really deciding that maybe entrepreneurship isn't for me and it's time to just like throw in the towel and call it quits. I had already spent 2 years, over $20,000 in courses, time, money, resources trying to get this off the ground. And it wasn't looking like I would even get my investment back. So I said to myself, I'm going to have to really, think inward what is important to me. And I gave myself 1 quarter, 3 months to try and turn this around somehow and have to see some positive result. If it wasn't going to happen, then that's the end. I was saying, that's it. I'm going to give 3 months and then I'm going to cut it out. That's the end of it. And one of the big things I actually did change was I stopped listening to a lot of the hype, a lot of this online marketing hype. Like you can make thousands of dollars in 30 days, or you could become an overnight entrepreneur success by doing essentially nothing, or do this and you're going to get thousands and thousands of leads. Now, all of this was obviously big hype and it was not really all that true and it wasn't helping me. It was actually hindering me. And so what I did was I decided I'm going to just be myself. I'm going to start putting out video content on LinkedIn, sharing my value, what I know, and how I can actually help people and being real about it and not buying into the hype. And after a few months, something actually happened. Somebody reached out to me in a direct message on LinkedIn asking me about my service offering. And I thought that was kind of odd. And another person, and actually another person. And in that month, 3 people actually reached out to me. And I was really shocked because I wasn't really pitching selling or anything like that. I was just sharing my knowledge about LinkedIn, live streaming, live video on LinkedIn. And when I got onto a call with them, I asked them, like, why did you choose me? What was so interesting about my content on LinkedIn? And they said, I love all your video content on LinkedIn. I love watching you. I love following you. And I really want your help with getting started with that. And those 2 people, actually 2 out of the 3, turned into my very first clients. And I was super shocked and surprised because this had never, ever happened. And you might be thinking, maybe I need to have something special. Maybe I need to have a lot of followers. This is not true. I did not have very many followers. I had connections, but not that many. I don't have tens of thousands, and you don't need tens of thousands of followers on LinkedIn especially if you know about this one secret that I'm going to share with you in a minute. You don't need to actually post new content every single day. You don't need to do that in order to attract clients to you on LinkedIn. And you don't need to spend hours commenting and engaging day in and day out. It's very nice to have some of those things, but you actually don't need them. And what was the question? The big question is essentially, why aren't clients reaching out to me on LinkedIn? What is stopping them? And I'll tell you now, the big secret that I discovered was that you needed to have a very targeted person. And what does that mean? Well, Pat Flynn, he uses this little catchphrase called the riches are in the niches, or the riches are in the niches. And that means essentially having a very small, specific segment that you are going to target specifically on LinkedIn. Now, many people who work with me often try to move or do what they've been doing on Facebook or on Instagram. They try to just shove it onto LinkedIn and they don't understand, why isn't it working? And I'm going to share with you why that doesn't work. I had a lady who was in my community. She reached out to me. She said she was doing a lot of Facebook marketing and it wasn't working. And now she was trying to get it to work on LinkedIn. And she was asking me, why isn't this working on LinkedIn? And she happened to sell cloth diapers. And I asked her, so what is it on LinkedIn that you feel that your market is there? Why do you feel that LinkedIn is the place for you to market and get clients? And she said, well, on LinkedIn, there are entrepreneurs and business people. Many of them are parents, and some of them must have babies. Therefore, I think they would want to buy cloth diapers. And so all of the language and everything she was talking about, her messaging was essentially trying to convince parents that cloth diapers is the way to go. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't think about LinkedIn when I think about cloth diapers. I'm a parent. I have a daughter, as you saw. I actually did cloth diaper my baby, but I didn't go to LinkedIn when that time came. Where did I go? I went to Facebook and Instagram to find out about cloth diapering and Pinterest and learning about where to buy it, how I should do it, what would be the best. I never ever thought to go to LinkedIn. Now, it isn't that she can't find her clients on LinkedIn, it's just that she needs to change her target. And I said to her, why don't you try to actually speak to target boutique baby business owners who would purchase many of your cloth diapers and then sell them to their clientele? That's who would be looking for your service on LinkedIn. It wouldn't be essentially parents, because that's not the place they go, but boutique baby business shops in your area most likely would be very interested in your service offering. So speak to them, make copy, make content for them, and call out to them. So, how does this work? Really, this really starts with targeting your ideal client on LinkedIn. Who's the right person, and how do you do that? Well, underneath your name, you have a little bit of text. It's called the headline. And that little bit of text is going to call out to your audience. I'm going to just grab really quickly that picture there so you can see where that is. Here we go. So that is underneath. You can see those. It's really small here, but it doesn't really matter. On your own profile page, right under your name, you have a little bit of text that's called the headline. And that's what my gift is going to do for you. It's actually not just about having a name that's called I am Jane Smith, and I own a sweet baby diaper company, but calling out to maybe a specific geographic locations, Vancouver baby business owners. I have handmade, eco-friendly baby diapers. So that headline should call out to really who it is you want to find. And that headline is so important because it not only tells your client that you're the person to come to and starts having them follow you, reach out to you, direct message you, and you no longer have to chase them because they know you're the person to go to. And it's not only for calling out to a direct client, but I get tons of people who refer me. So if somebody who likes my stuff, they're following me, they hear from a friend or a colleague, hey, I'm looking for someone to help me with LinkedIn, they refer me to them. Or partnerships. I get a lot of partnership reach out for those who are also looking to do something together with audience are very similar, and I get access to their audience, they get access to my audience. So it's not about just one-to-one sales. It's really about a big picture and reaching out to those who are the right for you. Now, like I said, you can grab my free gift. I will put that into the description. And you can grab that today. If you have any questions about LinkedIn, be sure to let me know in the comments below. I also have a YouTube channel. I highly recommend you come and subscribe and get notifications, new videos and content every single week, beyond live streams, long form video, and shorts to get you started. I have over 200 tips, strategies, tactics, worksheets, and more there. And that's the place where it's all housed. So till next time.